What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Uncle Fred, back in the house again. One more again. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Sunday evening, coming with your Cowboys live reaction from the game today. And you can see by my expression what kind of mood I'm in. I'm pissed off and I don't give a dadgum who knows it. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We fixing to get into this because I'm hot. I'm hot as a six-post stove today. I'm hot because I thought our team put forth a piss poor effort. I thought we lacked toughness. I thought we didn't have a game plan early and let them dictate to us. And I just thought we really didn't come to play. And there's no excuse. Everybody has injuries. Everybody's missing players. Everybody has guys in and out of the lineup. You got to play next man up. No excuses. Don't hear nothing about no missed pass interference calls. There's always calls missed. You got to play. And let's get into this. Cowboys lose today to the Kansas City Chiefs, 19-9. That's right. You heard me, 19-9. Okay. Should have been 20-9. Harrison Butker missed the field goal and missed an extra point. Should have been 20-9. But anyhow, let's just break into it. First thing I'm gonna say, Cowboys went down with a whimper. If you're gonna be my team, I need you to fight. I need you to scrap. I need you to bite. I need you to kick. Go down swinging. Don't go down in fetal position. Play the game like you want to win. They played like some suckers today, and I don't mind telling them you played piss poor today. Okay. First thing I'm gonna say, piss poor play calling. You will not let me believe one day that in any day that the Kansas City Chiefs could manhandle our offensive line. You just attempted to, well, they're stopping us, so we'll just stop and start calling these lollipop plays, these freaking flanker bubble screens and finesse plays out in the open. And nobody wants to hit nobody. There was a play in the third quarter, I think it was 3rd and 2, where he threw a screen pass out to Zeke Elliott, and Dalton Schultz was just lollygagging. Didn't put your helmet in that guy's chest and knock him so the guy can make the first down. Guys were just reluctant to hit guys today. I don't understand what's going on with that. Dak Prescott all season, he's played 8 games, been sacked 11 times. Okay, offensive line have given him time to throw, but they were off just a little bit. Dak Prescott a little off today. Man, missed some throws, behind on some throws. First play of the game, the defender falls down on Michael Gallup. He throws it out of bounds. Well, what are you doing? Hit that guy. And it seems like for the most part of the game, early in the game, Dak was a little off. His mechanics were a little off. Pass a little off kilter. Yeah, he's just a tad behind guys, making catches harder than they should have been. And then I thought it was a terrible idea to make an offensive line change when you're going on the road to Kansas City, one of the loudest plays to play, and you starting a guy that's never played, hadn't started the game all season. And you're going to start Colin McGregor. You know what I'm talking about. Conor McGovern, excuse me, not McGregor. He's not in MMA. Conor McGovern to start the game, and he did what he did. Lyle Collins, false starts, missing assignments. And everybody knows I ain't no big Lyle Collins fan because I think Lyle Collins put us in a lurch. He put his personal things ahead of the team and put us out the lurch. And luckily, Terrence Steele was able to come in and play for him. I wouldn't have been in no hurry to have him play. Like, who knows if you see him in shape or not. And he seemed out of sorts. Got sacked a couple of times because he missed the guy that he's supposed to block. A couple of times. And he's standing around looking crazy. And if I'm Dak, I'm like, bro, you can't come to me looking at me crazy. I vouch for you. And then they moved Terrence Steele to the left side, which is the hardest offensive line position to play. Left tackle, much harder than right tackle. You figure, well, you just go to the other side. No, because they're putting the most explosive pass rushers on the left side because that's the quarterback's blind side. So I would have put the more experienced offensive lineman on that side. Look, dude, nobody told you to miss drug tests. That's you. That's on you. Nobody told you to come to camp 30 pounds overweight last year. That's on you. You get no favors from me because you left us in the lurch. you know, and so had that going, and it just seems like the offensive line was just a step slow, just a step off, just a little. And most of the plays, if Dak had just a half a second longer to throw, a guy would be coming out of his break. He could have hit him, but they couldn't hold him. There was one play on a little misdirection. You're supposed to slow the guy down. They let the guy come straight in on a sack. You're not supposed to get a sack on that kind of play. It's just like they didn't. That was just a smidge off. The offensive line was just a smidge off, and everything was just little. There was about 5 drop passes. Cedric Wilson dropped 2 passes. CeeDee Lamb dropped a pass. I don't know if Michael dropped the pass at all, but I'm going to give Michael half a play. It's on his second game back, but missing pretty much half the season. And but this is what happens when your number 3 guy becomes your number 1 guy, your number 4 guy becomes your number 2 guy. Okay. Now, the play caller. Too many times on first down, we throwing these lollipop screen passes. Okay. Dak Prescott was 28 for 43 for like 236 yards, 2 interceptions. Okay. Guys was getting pushed back into Dak Prescott's lap. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's almost like they were scared to play. And so if you're the biggest and baddest offensive line in the game, then I need you to punch somebody in the freaking mouth. I know Chris Jones is good. He ain't that freaking good. If he'd have been that good, he'd been better all season. They had 14 sacks coming into today's game, and they got 5 today because y'all didn't play like y'all supposed to have played. And I'll tell you something else. Y'all play again in 3 days. Okay, y'all play 4 days. Y'all play again on Thanksgiving. You better get your junk together. It's not acceptable. And I thought the defense was a little off early, a little off on their coverages, missed a couple things, missed some tackles early that get them. But I thought from about midway of the second quarter on to the end of the game, Dan Quinn, bruh, defense played unbelievable. Sacked Patrick Mahomes, I know at least 3 times, 4 times from the second quarter to the end of the game. Got a strip sack, got an interception on a pressure, and I don't hear nothing about, Kelsey just dropped it. No, the pressure made Patrick Mahomes throw it behind Kelsey, which made it a tough catch, and Kurtz was on the spot and intercepted, what you're supposed to do. And but yeah, then they gave Dak and the offense time after time after time after time to make a play, and they were unable to make one. And everybody gets some blame today. Dak gets some blame because you was off for whatever reason. Offensive line, you was off. Don't know what for. Okay. Kellen Moore, you was off. Don't know why you would get abandoned the running game. You're not fixing to punk me. I'm like, no, y'all smoking mirrors. Y'all can't stop our offensive line. That's what I would have been thinking. Power that thing in there. And the running backs, when guys come to tackle, put a helmet into their midsection, push their tails back. And I thought they played. I looked, to me, they looked like they were in fetal position all game, looking for somewhere to lay down. And it's unacceptable. Unacceptable. So yeah, you powder and sugar this thing all up all you want to, all you other Cowboy fans and apologists. I ain't no apologist. When you play like poop, you play like poop. You get what coming to you. And Dak, you a $75 million man. I need you to make some plays. Ultimately, Patrick Mahomes didn't have a great game either. He was here he is. He was 23 of 37 for 260. Dak was 28 for 43 for 216. So, I mean, he had no touchdowns, 1 interception. Dak had no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Okay. Running game was okay. Kyle Edwards-Helaire had looks like he had like 16 carries for 63 yards. 12 carries, 63 yards, along with 14. Williams 5 for 15. McCombs 7 for 11. Couple of plays, I thought Mahomes got outside and he shouldn't have been. because the whole game plan was to keep the outside contained, keep his tail between the pocket. And every time I'm looking at 93, he's spin topping in the middle of the lane and leaving the outside naked. And I'm like, what are you doing? I mean, let the guys inside handle their business. Because when you let him outside, then he can get 8, 9, 10 yards, and he got a first down on one of those plays. You spinning in, you looping around the inside and leaving the outside. I'm like, no, you keep your contained. Both of the D ends have to keep their contained. And I'm like, man, Randy Gregory, dude, you can't get back quick enough. D Lawrence, y'all can't get back quick enough. All right, on those plays. But overall, defensively, I'm pleased with our defensive effort. Okay, I think they were like 5 of 13 or something like that on third downs. And I think they got a couple of sacks on third downs. Most of their yardage was on the first like 4 plays, four drives of the game. They ended up with 370 yards, but they had like 120 in the first quarter. They had like 200 and something at the end of the half. So only had like 100 yards in the whole second half. And so I thought they made some good adjustments, and they didn't let Tyreek go crazy. I think he had like 9 catches for 77 yards, longest of 23. Kelsey was 5 for 74, long 24. Pringle 1 for 37. He had 1 catch. Can't give up the 37-yard catch. You can't do that. But so overall, I think they was off their rocker the first like 2-3 possessions because the Chiefs scored on their first 3 possessions. A field goal and a touchdown, the extra point missed, and then on that third, they got another field goal, and it was 12-0 or whatever. It was 9-3, then it was 12-3, and then it was like that. So it was 9-3, then it was 16-3, then 16-6, and then 19-6, and then 19-9, and that's how it ended. They made them miss a couple field goals, sacked them, or knocked them out of field goal range, made their field goals longer, and like I said, they got a couple of sacks. And so I'm happy with the defense. Anytime you hold the Chiefs to 370 yards, and like I said, only about 115 or 20 yards or so in the second half, you got to be happy. And you got several possessions in the second half, and I thought that the offense just didn't do anything with it. They didn't get anything out of it. And let's see here. The Cowboys were, I was right. The Chiefs on third down was 4 of 12. So yeah, they got them out of the in the second half. They did what they needed to do. We only ended up with 16 first down. They only had 8 first downs in the first half. Okay, and I think they had 8 in the second half. So 8 first downs in each half. On third down, we were 5 of 15, so we really wasn't much better. Nobody attempted the fourth down. We only had 64 plays. They had 66 plays. We had 12 drives, and we had 5 sacks. They had 3, and we had 3 turnovers. They had 2. Dak had a late interception. McGovern let I think it was Chris Jones tip a pass that got it picked. And I was always told, dude, don't let your guy tip a pass. If he jump up, cut him down, get him out the air. He won't do that again. And but they just never did what they needed to do offensively, and so you get what you deserve. Like I said, we got another game in 4 days. All right, get yourself ready because the Raiders, I think they may have lost today. Sure can't find the score, man. Here we go. Yeah, they lost the game to the Bengals 32-13. So they would have lost 2 in a row coming into this game. 3 in a row because they lost to the Giants 2 weeks ago, lost to the Chiefs last week, and lost to the Bengals today. Okay, so they're gonna be coming on a 3-game losing streak. Okay, so and I thought we let a great opportunity slip by us because Green Bay lost today to the Vikings, which somebody called, but we talk about that on our Pick'em review on Tuesday after the Monday night game tomorrow night, and we'll talk about that. But so the Packers got 3 losses, so we had an opportunity to get in the same, because only a team that's got more losses than us, if we'd have won, would be the Arizona Cardinals, and we play them in a few weeks. So it was just a bad time to lose. And I know we didn't have Amari Cooper, who, we found out Friday wasn't going to play. And then second quarter of the game on a touchdown that Dak tried to throw. I don't know what he saw in there because he wasn't open. And made CeeDee Lamb had to play DB, and he came down and hit his head on the turf and never came back in the game. And so you end up with Michael Gallup, who's your number 3. Now he's a number 1. And then you got Cedric Wilson, who's your number 4. Now he's a number 2. Okay. So basically, they ain't got to double cover nobody. Now they can commit to the run, but I still think we could have ran the ball on them. But whatever. I guess I'm not Kellen Moore, and I guess he saw something I didn't see. And I just think that when you got Zach Martin and Lyle Collins in the running plays, I think and Terrence, I think we can run the ball on anybody. I don't think Kansas City should have been able to hold that up against us on that. So I'm not giving them an excuse, but we ain't getting enough. And then, of course, I know you're gonna say that in the first half, that call on when we could have got a touchdown, Michael Gallup definitely was held, and nothing was called. And then late in the game, Dalton Schultz was held on a sideline pass, definitely was PI, nothing was called. Whatever, man. And I didn't like that they went back and called a face mask on the call that they didn't call. It's almost like they made up a call on the guy when he had an unsportsmanlike, and he did whatever he did, act like he was shooting at folks. Whatever, dude, you can't do that. And then whatever went on, and they didn't call a face mask at first, but they went back and called. And that's like Mike Pereira said, you ain't supposed to be able to do that. You ain't supposed to be able to go back and call something when it wasn't on the agenda. Then there was a couple of intentional groundings on Pat Mahomes that they should have called. They ain't called. So we definitely didn't get no breaks from the refs, but no excuses. We ain't played nowhere near good enough. And I thought our defense gave our offense plenty of chances to make plays. We just didn't make them. So that's all I got from today. Cowboys taking on the chin, go down to WIMPER. Never been more embarrassed of the Cowboys of any game this year, because I thought we had a game plan and a team to go in and dictate to them who we were supposed to be. But instead, it's the rhetoric are now going, well, y'all don't know any team that y'all play this about something, y'all can't beat them. Well, you got to wear that now because you didn't play well enough to win that game, and I thought you could have. So you got to wear that now, okay? So that's all I got from the desk of Uncle Fred. Sugarcoat nothing. I'm not making no excuses, no officials, injuries. But everybody got injuries. You got to overcome it. That's what mental toughness is all about. And if you're not going to be mentally tough, we'll see what happens in the playoffs, because that's when you got to be the mentally toughest. Can't be whimpering out, because you're going to play teams just like the Chargers. And if you ain't ready for the challenge, you're going to get beat. Bottom line. That's all I got from the desk of Uncle Fred. Once again, Cowboys lose. Cowboys whimper. Cowboys peter out. Cowboys lay down like an itch and lose 19-9. I'm not happy, and they better get it fixed by Thursday, or if we got end up with a 2-game losing streak, everything is wide open, because the rest of the division is starting to win games. Washington football team have won 2 games in a row now. Philadelphia Eagles don't look now, but have won 3 games in a row now. We ain't up on them but 2 games. Okay. All right. We 7-3. Okay. They 5-6. right behind us. We got no room to be messing around. We made our bed hard now. So that's all I got. That's Uncle Fred. Once again, signing off. Cowboys, Chiefs 19, Cowboys 9. Didn't even score a touchdown. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. Shouldn't even be able to. I wouldn't even take my check this week. That's me. If I played that bad, if I missed that many tackles, if I missed that many blocks, and that sort of thing. So anyway, that's all I got. Uncle Fred.